Hey guys, Jimmy the Muggle here. Welcome back to the channel. And for this video, we're going to be reacting to the top 10 most anticipated anime for the summer of 2020. This video was made by Vinnitube. I will put the link in the description so you guys can head on over to the original, creators of the video and drop a like. During these times, we're all stuck at home under quarantine, and there's new anime headed our way. So, it's really exciting. We have something new to watch. Nobody knows if this summer we're actually going to hit up the lake or anything, or the beach, or nobody knows when this is going to end. So it's really good to see that we have, some new anime coming our way. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Top 10 most anticipated anime of the summer 2020 by Vinnitube. Here we go.
It's been a long and trying season, hasn't it? What was supposed to be a very loaded season that should have featured a lot of blockbusters and sequels has become barren, for a lack of a better term. In large part due to the pandemic, we've been left with a season that is a shell of its former self. Long runners and surprising hits that were on pace to do really well, like Millionaire Detective, have been cut short. Meanwhile, ROWLING apparently turned into a monthly anime as it trudges on and struggles to finish its first arc. However, in line with trying to think positive, I think that the season's not all that bad. Tower of God's entertaining as hell. Ascendance of a Bookworm is on pace to wrap up. Kaguya-sama survived the sequel purge and is still at the top of its game, and Gleipnir has quickly become one of the most enjoyed shows of the season. Now, thick into the
I might have to watch that
season, we've got only one way to look: forward into the summer season, a season that at the time of writing offers a glimmer of hope and a lot of excitement. Unfortunately, I won't be surprised to see some of the following shows suffer delays. Yes, even the ones that were scheduled for this season could still not see the light of day next season should things go bad. Pray for Subaru, guys.
Akudama Drive. Action sci-fi.
2Kyo Games brings us our first entry to the list, the action sci-fi anime Akudama Drive. Featuring an alternative history where a great war divided Japan into two regions, Akudama Drive takes place in Kansai. Being made of
the animation is sick.
Has fallen in terms of law and politics, and the police are slowly losing the region to criminals called Akudama. We take a look at the Akudama and how they cope with this dystopian society. It's easy to see why the designs and the art style would look familiar. Featuring the people who bought us Danganronpa, I think we can be free to have some high expectations for this one. It's an original anime that will likely be full of surprises, and seeing as how the team are already experienced in dealing with the moral greys that will likely be featured here, I'd say that this show could be a great addition to this strong season.
Yes.
Originally announced a year ago, Decadence finally got its release date in sight, and it's set to come out this summer season. Along with Akudama Drive, Decadence is one of the 3 anime originals that have been getting a whole lot of hype this coming season. So far, it looks like an anime take on Mortal Engines. With its steampunk aesthetics, nifty character designs, and absolutely gorgeous art, I'm not in the slightest surprised to see so many people excited for Decadence. From what we can see with the trailers, the art and animation for the series looks nothing short of fantastic. With the brilliant minds that brought us cult classic Yujo Senki, as well as Death Parade and Mob Psycho's director at the helm, I'm sure that this is a show
Mob
that
Psycho
a lot of
director
really enjoy. For now, all we can do is wait and see. Knowing those people taking charge, though, I'm pretty positive that the show won't disappoint.
Nice.
Next in line
is the
Fire Force
second season.
Through all the troubles and the unfortunate real-life circumstances that coincided with its first season, Fire Force managed to carve out a niche among shonen fans.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear this. I got my headphones off. I'm not gonna watch. I have yet to finish season 1. I am going to react to it for the channel, so I'm gonna save all the excitement. I don't want to get any sort of spoilers.
Other hit shonen contemporaries like Demon Slayer or My Hero Academia.
I gotta block it out. I gotta block it out.
Is a nice shonen
I don't
anime
want
with
any
some
spoilers.
really great animation and fights that you shouldn't miss out on. While we wait
No
for the
spoilers.
second part this July, why not take
God,
this chance to watch the first part and do some catching up?
Is it changed yet? Yes. GB8.
At number 7, we have the return of time travel anime in the form of GB8. Perhaps in a twist,
I love time traveling anime.
GB8 features a future Tokyo ravaged by a virus. The virus, named Gibia, has been spending some time turning people into monsters in a scene that could be reminiscent of some zombie movies. Facing them are time traveling samurai and ninja. Did you see something like that come in? I don't think so. The last thing on my mind is having a series that features time traveling samurai and ninja taking on a viral scourge to save the world. world. Maybe they'll soon come save us all from a similar health crisis after all.
Animation already looks sick.
This anime is
we have sword play,
stylish flair from what I've seen of it. The art looks really cool, and as early as now, I'm predicting this to be the sleeper hit of the season in terms of production and animation. Come join the
There it is. He's calling it hottest anime of the summer. Great Pretender.
In 6th place is Great Pretender. Just when you thought you've seen it all comes this new anime about con games. Yep, you heard that right. The anime about con games, which was first unveiled sometime last year, is about to hit our screens this July. Great Pretender stars 2 con men traveling all over the world. They say that the only life worth living is one full of thrills, and these 2 sure have them. Danger lurks in every corner though, and these 2 are living a life full of risks and all the other twists and turns a con man would have. Overall, the anime looks pretty promising with its production values, and without even seeing it, I think the show is going to feature some nifty play on morality along with a dash of comedic elements. Great Pretender is looking to be a good change of pace.
Oh, looks like it's taking place in
anime, and I'm sure
the US of A.
to watch it on opening night.
Number 5, Sword Art Online. SAO.
Now, this one hurt personally. Mere weeks before it was scheduled to air, the grand finale to SAO's Alicization arc was delayed to July. Thanks to you-know-what. Apparently, there was a bottleneck in terms of voice acting, and thanks to a number of other internal issues, we're all going to have to wait at least a couple of months to see our favourite SAO characters grace the screen once again.
I personally, stopped at,
and the return of fan favourites from all the previous
I don't remember where I stopped. I think
War of Underworld's second part is sure to
season 1, season 2, then I watched the movie, and then I just never continued it.
With the series' fate quite uncertain for now, I, among the numerous SAO fans worldwide, hope that the team pulls through this time and gives us the proper closure for what's been one of the more engaging arcs in the series' history. Hope we get to see it all end this summer. Coming in at number 4, we have Higurashi 2020. What's with
what is this?
Revivals in the past years?
That's my favorite genre, guys. Mystery, thriller, psychological.
Old franchises being revived with sequels or supplementary material. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing by any means, and I think among the ones that have received the revival treatment, Higurashi is certainly one of the more deserving series. Higurashi, back in its heyday, was one of the premier horror thriller anime series. Coupling twists, mysteries, and a lot of graphic violence, it made its mark in the visual novel and anime community. Now, I'm not sure if a lot of people were holding out for an anime continuation back then, but if the reception to this planned 2020 continuation is anything to go by, Higurashi looks like it's primed to come back with a vengeance. Let's see how all this plays out this July. I'm sure that a lot of long-time fans are ready to get back on the ride.
Interested. I love psychological thrillers.
Third on the list
Action,
is
sci-fi,
God of
adventure.
High School. Korean title.
Oh, the
sure
God of
wanted to
High
join in on the
School.
fun in the whole anime thing, didn't they? Tower of God, as far as Western reception goes, is looking to be a consistent success story. Now, with that in mind, we have our next Korean contender in line in God of High School. Starring Jin Mori, a cocky and headstrong Korean martial artist, God of High School tells our protagonist's trip into the world of martial arts. Thanks to a rude awakening courtesy of a blonde man, his journey to become a legend in the tournament called The God of High School begins. A battle shonen primed to make its mark on the anime community, The God of High School is a series that you ought to look out for.
The God of High School. What is this? ReZero Season 2.
Delayed series that we should be expecting in the coming season, ReZero still maintains a lot of momentum going forward. We've talked about it multiple times before, but the hype is still that strong to have this to be the most second anticipated summer 2020 show. Overall, season 1 recently got a director's cut that ended the series in one massive cliffhanger. For now, I'd suggest watching the director's cut of the first season as well as the 2 OVAs. One of the OVAs in particular makes great supplementary material, as it's a movie-length prologue that details parts of Amelia's backstory. Let's just hope that things clear out so we can finally see the continuation to one of the greatest isekai series in the modern era.
Number 1, baby, what is it? Oh, it's that volleyball one, right?
Made us wait for this one, didn't they? They couldn't have picked a worse time to end a run, with one of the biggest cliffhangers that's at the same time poetic in delivery and execution. They really just left us hanging in the midst of an epic story, and in my opinion, one of the best arcs in the series as a whole. You bet that thousands of fans would be tuned in to see how the story continues with this next core of Haikyuu. A lot more challenges await our gritty Karasuno team. It's a long, treacherous climb up the mountain, but we'll finally see if our boys have what it takes to overcome everything and make their mark in history. Forget the death flags for Karasuno's hopes. They're putting it all on the line this time, and there's no turning back. July can't come soon enough. So this...
Alright, there we have it. The top 10 anticipated animes of the summer for 2020. So for me, I think number 4, Higurashi. That one has caught my attention the most. I am a huge fan of the thriller, psychological, mystery genres. I loved watching an anime called Another, Death Note, right? Be the Beginning, you know, some action, but also, you know, some mystery thriller. Paranoia Agent, Serial Experimental Lane, Monster, you know, amazing animes, part of the psychological thriller, mystery genre, and that's my preference right there. My boy Poison Reacts. If you guys want to go check him out on YouTube, Poison Reacts. He really loves isekais, so you know I obviously think he's gonna watch this video. I think for him, SAO would be a great pick. Re:Zero second season is gonna be a great pick for him as well. So, but yeah, that's been it, guys. Top 10 anticipated animes of 2020 for the summer, and thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, the like button is free, the comment section is free, the subscribe button is free, and yeah, till next time, peace.